Hello, dear American Dream Life. Happy Thursday and coming live. What we keep exploring here, how to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. Today's topic is how to be purified. I had a broadcast around how to be pure before a few months ago and revisit that to see what else I get to share. It seems to be an adventure to a certain degree over the last few weeks when similar words keep coming, and even when I make some attempts to come up with a new one, it seems like there is a stronger sense that that's the message around it, and that get to be shared and more on seems to be a deeper level. So what I was sharing the last time around how to be pure was more of the purification analogy to purification of the water. Our bodies contain so much water, and how to kind of hydrating our body, and what else we could do to purify on the physical level as well. Touch bases on some emotional and mental levels, a little bit about the heart, to keep purifying your heart, to stepping more, to really connecting more with the source, with the higher conscious, with God, whatever your belief, with the universe. And that's what this broadcast is about. There's definitely, I believe I even mentioned in the preview that there are different ways to be purified, different perspective, different methods for different processes, as well as for our process. And I'm not discounting here any of them, just more in overall terms, universal terms of that purification process, around why it gets to happen, why. Let's start with analogy. What the analogy was keep coming was around diamonds, and I don't know if you're familiar how to purify the diamond, is to actually put some pressure and high temperatures, and that's how you purify, and it becomes more valuable. And that purified diamonds, and with certain cuts, can really go very high in value. And that's kind of about going through that process, and how that analogy with the human being is to well, human beings also many times are put into some pressures, and many times not understanding. However, out of that pressure and stress, when you start making choices to keep moving forward with that, and not stacking yourself, it can become a beautiful blessing in your life, the best breakthrough that you can experience. And I come to some realization recently. My husband was like mentioning, was in a place of feeling that he got to protect me, and I realized that whatever experiences that seems to be very hard experience happen, the bigger blessing show up out of that experience. And believing more and trusting more in that things happening for us, because there is something that we get to receive more of. And the more we get to trust, the more we get to know without knowing all the details, the more we are connected to the source, to God. We operate more from our heart, and that's the message about that purification process, and that analogy when it becomes really high value connection. that we have, like those beautiful diamonds that are high priced and very valuable, same as human beings. When we're going through that process, it becomes very valuable experience for us, where we have can create actually a more beautiful life, where we can actually live that American dream and really feel the unity within us. That's why we get to go through it, and it's not something one one time and it's done. It's continuous journey, and I can feel with myself many times. It seems like, well, I went far. Let's just I feel like, yeah, I'm good. And there seems like the more something like, especially some more challenging situation are happening, is to recognize that they are preparing you for the next steps, for the next level in your journey. And you either staying and screaming and no and resisting that, or you allowing to unfold and allowing to move through that, and with developing more trust and knowing that things will work out. And the example I want to share, I mentioned about my traveling, and the broadcast last week was on Monday, and that traveling was deepening my actually connection to the source, and breaking through some limitations, and developing a deeper trust. Um, I believe I shared some in the Facebook group, experiences of doing a paddle boarding on the water for the first time. I had the life jacket. I'd never done that before, and you starting with actually with your knees, and then you raising yourself up, and you standing. And it's feels shaky, and it felt shaky. I felt shaky in my legs for some time, and instead of like, yeah, I cannot do it, I was just waiting and until I feel more stable in my legs, and learning how to use the paddle so I can go in the right direction, when there was a bit of a current and was moving me in the opposite direction, and how to direct it to that it goes into the direction everybody else were going. And some lessons that I was learning on the spot with that experience, that it doesn't have to be hard, that it gets to be easy, because every time I was attempting to make it hard with that paddle, the more pressure and effort I was applying, actually, the less result was coming. I still wasn't able to turn around, or I wasn't able to move too much, or sometimes even at all. So the more I was at ease with it, and the less pressure I was applying, actually, to that paddle, and keeping it in the right way, and not overextending myself, uh, the better it would start going. So that was a tremendous lesson from that experience for the first time for my life. And where was is showing up like that I pressure something so much that it's not moving, and getting frustrated, and where I get to let go, and when it becomes easier. So that's the message I want to share with you today, about that. And it's like I had mentioned, it's an ongoing process. So um, there's so much like programming that we are put through our lives, with our environments, that purification process gets to keep happening, to really stepping more into your power to come home to your center, to your heart, to that connection with the universe, with divine, with God, however else you want to call it, with your soul, um, with your spirit. So that's what resonates with you and where your beliefs. I not here to change that. It's to bring that to your attention, that with that you can actually transform your experience and come to that other side, and not just come to the other side but feel and create that unity within you. So that's the message, and sharing some personal example and some tips, and feel free to share what resonates with you with this message, and what you feel around the topic, your input. The live is being broadcast at American Dream Life Facebook group, private Facebook group community, as well on at the YouTube channel under the same name, American Dream Life. When you feel that message resonates and you want to share that with someone else, it probably will be easier to do that from the YouTube channel, when you can easily to share it. I also inviting you to the Community American Dream Life Facebook group to join for more interactive experience. I'm stopping there daily and bringing some value and inspiration, and offering support. So you're welcome to join. And what else? I'm coming live on Thursdays afternoon, unless there's some updates in the schedule. I do my best to schedule that in advance, so I highly recommend to subscribe to the channel if you like to watch on the YouTube, um, and notification bell, so you will be able to see when is the next broadcast. And then at this point, sending you lots of love, joy, and peace. Until next time, take care. Best wishes.